Welcome to the October 5th, 2022 meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm Steve Holofield, Chair. Kyle, will you please call roll?
Yes. Dee Wright.
Here.
Kyle Palmer's president. Steve Holofield.
Present.
Judy Holden.
Present.
Marty Kogan.
Here.
Maggie Haid.
Here.
And Peter, I don't remember his last name. Peter Graham.
Graham, yes.
Is absent.
Peter is absent with notice.
Okay.
And we have a quorum for business. The Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction with historic districts. We use the Eureka Springs Historic District Design Guidelines and the U.S. Secretary of the Interior Standards for the treatment of historic properties as the basis for our decisions. The Commission can take the following actions on application: approval of modifications, denial, or deferral for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments on agenda items will be heard as each item is called. Other comments will be heard during the public comment period. Are there any changes to tonight's agenda? Anybody?
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Second.
Dee made the motion and Kyle seconded it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. 5-0 carries. There's no old business, new business, only one, level 2, 11 Douglas, rebuild retaining wall and relocate staircase. We'll stop there and look at the application. Kyle is going to read the information for us. Do we have anybody here on this application? 11 Douglas? No? Okay. Findings of fact.
Findings of fact. Thank you. In evaluating the request for alterations at 11 Douglas Street, staff makes the following findings of fact. The subject retaining wall has a history of failure and was restacked in 2016 according to the property file. Photos show a history of failure at that site of the current blowout, so modification is needed to reduce water infiltration and future collapses. Reconstructing the wall as proposed aligns with design guidelines. The current orientation of the stairs and fire hydrant poses a safety risk. Since the hydrant cannot be moved, the most appropriate solution would be to relocate the stairs as proposed. The current stairs are uneven and constructed of aggregate concrete, which is not a historic building material. Shifting the steps to the right will maintain the general orientation and relationship of the stairs to the building, while preventing future accidents and injuries. Guidelines allow modifications on a case-by-case basis as needed for accessibility and life safety. Proposed alterations align with standards and guidelines. Staff recommends approval of this agenda item.
I move that the Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the work at 11 Douglas Street as proposed.
Second.
Judy made the motion and Dee seconded. Discussion? There's no one here representing the applicant, so it's just discussing amongst ourselves. I do believe I have gone through the last several months my personal experience of watching someone rebuild a wall. If you go by my house on 12 Hillside, the wall above my house has been totally rebuilt by the owners of that property up there. And it's been an interesting learning process to watch that happen every day. He works 6 days a week on that wall. And I've had some extensive discussions with him about reusing rock and different materials and stuff. And I think we really probably need to do a workshop and maybe get some of the rock people in town together to discuss. Even if we say we want to save this wall, they can take it down and put it back. Is that really possible using the same materials and stuff? They seem to have a different opinion about that than what I thought was happening. So
Well, a lot of the used rock crumbles, and they can chip it, because I watched a wall up on Armstrong be done, and by the time they break all the breakable pieces off, then you have a little piece, and they use it, but it's,
And this rock guy talked about turning it around so the patina
Yeah.
is the same, and with the new stuff they have to bring in. And
yeah.
But I wonder, though, even if you use the old stuff, they have to use so much new stuff to fill it in.
Yeah.
Is it really rebuilding the wall or not just replacing a wall, you know? So, but to keep the historical significance of it. But, you know, there's also the practicality. If a wall's falling down, what choice do you have? You know?
Right.
So,
Well, I can go up to the wall, and it's been years on Armstrong, and I can still look at it, because as the Fatima, that older pieces, they've gotten darker and darker. Well, up above is turning gray now, but it's not as dark, so you can tell where the old is and where the new is. But
Right.
most of it was all new,
right.
so you're right.
So we do need to have, I think we need to have a workshop to talk about this in more detail.
Steve, I had a question. When they when they realign the stairs, are they going to put it back in concrete? Or will they?
On this application,
It said
The stairs are presently concrete.
they are.
are they going to put back concrete, though? So that's what she's asking.
Because didn't I read that it wasn't correct, the concrete wasn't correct?
Well, here we have new concrete cap poured to match current existing concrete cap. Shift
Well, just the
staircase
uneven
3
and
foot
constructed-
and widened to 4 foot, same orientation and style as the original match. So it says and original, so it should be concrete, but if we make a motion to approve, we could
Well,
put
it says
in there.
the current stairs are uneven and constructed of aggregate concrete, which is not historic building material.
Do we know when the concrete stairs were installed?
2016, I guess.
That would be something of interest. And the concrete cap, if they replace it with a dry stack wall or a sand mortar wall, the concrete cap will contribute to the deterioration of the return wall.
Does it have a?
2016, it says rebuild front rock wall with existing stone and repair the front porch. That's all where they mention the stone.
Looks like it has a concrete cap now.
Yeah, it does have a concrete cap, so they're going to put keep the concrete cap, put a new one.
And they're going to widen the stairs from 3 feet to 4 feet.
I think we need to know when the stairs were installed,
It says on here 2016.
2016.
the new stairs.
They repaired them in 2018.
They
I guess
only
I wanted to know
repaired
if it was
them,
going to
they
be
didn't-
limestone steps. You know, like, because the concrete wasn't historic anyway. but-
Could we ask them to be present so they can answer these questions and postpone this till the next meeting?
I need Judy to withdraw her motion and Dee to draw her second.
I withdraw my second.
I withdraw my motion.
Do I hear a motion to table this?
I make a motion to table this for more information from our applicant, or to please be present at our next meeting.
I second.
So Dee made the motion to table this until we get more information on them being present, and Judy seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. 5-0 carries that we table this motion. Okay? Kyle, could you go out to the lobby and check the visitor comment, see if anybody signed up? Consent agenda, level 1 and 2 projects that the city preservation officers believes to be in accordance with the design guidelines. Any commissioner or member of the public may move any consent agenda to the item to the regular agenda for discussion, and tonight we have none. Administrative approvals by City Historic Preservation Officer. Minor impact projects include ordinary maintenance that does not involve a change in materials, new and replacement signs, alterations to non-contributing and/or non-historic structures, excluding major additions or demolition, medium impact projects that meet design guidelines. And there's 7 listed here, and they're on the website, so we don't read them out. Commissioner business. Approval, let's wait for Kyle to get back, see if someone signed up. The lady in the audience, was she going to speak? Do you know, Dee?
She's coming back in.
Okay. Okay, just want to hold on.
I've got one.
All righty, we'll get to it in a minute. Approval of minutes from September 21st, 2022, regular meeting. Do I hear a motion?
So approved the minutes of September 21st, 2022 regular meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
And I think
I was absent,
Dee was absent,
so I vote.
so she can't vote. So all in favor of approving the minutes from September 21st, say aye.
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 4-0, carries. Next meeting, October 19th, 2022, Level 3 applications due Thursday, October 6th. Level 2 applications due Wednesday, October 12th. Agenda setting for October 19th, 2022, our next meeting. Anybody have anything they want to add to the agenda now? Or, of course, you can always contact Kylie later.
Do we want to add something that we just talked about at the workshop, or do we want to wait a little bit on that till we find some more information?
We can kind of do an overview of what we talked about.
Okay.
So we're going to add an overview of tonight's workshop. Okay, anything else? Okay, public comments. We have one.
Yes. Janet Seafeld?
Ma'am, you want to step up to the mic, please, introduce yourself?
Thank you, Commissioners. My name is Janet Seafelt. I'm at 14 Judah. I appeared before you a few months ago looking for a CA for a deck addition we were doing to our home. We subsequently received that CA and got the building permit, and that deck is underway. I just wanted to give you a brief update because it is taking a little bit longer than we had originally planned. We're still well within our 12-month building permit allowance, but supply chain issues and work shortages all kind of conspired to slow us down. So the framework is complete, the foundation is in, the framework is complete, and the contractor just received the composite material last week. There was quite a delay in getting that composite material. So it is in, it is on site, and he is now constructing that. So at this point, we expect to be finished with it within the next 30 days. We did receive the framing inspection yesterday. My understanding is that Bobby Ray came out yesterday and did what will be the final inspection on the framing, and it passed its inspection. He found it to be exactly as the specs. We didn't change anything. All the materials are still what they were on the original materials list. The only thing we did deviate is that one of the staircases on the back, we found that it was simply going to be too complicated to install, and so we just removed it. It didn't make the deck any bigger It didn't make it any smaller. We simply removed a staircase. We left the two that adjoin the house, but we left off the larger staircase. And Bobby Ray approved that as well. So that's really all I wanted to do, is to give you an update. I know a lot of people see that as it's being constructed, because we are at the top of Judah and Armstrong where they come together. And it is my understanding that at least one resident indicated that they thought maybe the deck was larger than it was supposed to be. And I also wanted to assure you, it is not. It is to the inch exactly what we submitted our application for. And it's now had 2 inspections. So just wanted to give you a brief update and let you know it is progressing.
Okay.
A little more slowly than we had hoped, but it is progressing.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And that's Janet Seafelt at 14 Judah Street. Deck on their house there. Okay? That's all the public comments. Our director's not here, so that's a no. And commissioner comments? Maggie?
None.
Marty says no. Judy?
Nothing, thanks.
How about Dee?
Thanks, Janet, for the update.
Yeah.
I drive that route every day, so I see her. And it's been slow, like she said, very slow.
Well, it's all going slow with all materials now, for sure.
Yeah.
And Kyle?
I had no comments.
Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for participating. Our workshop, I think, was pretty informative. We look forward to moving forward with that topic. Do I hear a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
Dee made the motion, Kyle seconded, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. We are adjourned.